What's poppin'? What's poppin'? So your girl Kim Rant, communicate, conversate, whatever you like to call it. And um, today I came on here to talk to y'all. I don't know if y'all seen my last video, but if you did, you seen that your girl was going through it. She was a little emotional, and she was having a moment, and it was just chaotic. Okay, and not only that, um, I just I guess needed to cry. I needed to truly cry. And don't get me wrong, I still haven't truly cried yet. I'm still trying not to cry because I hate crying with a passion. But the thing is, I know I need to cry because God has been giving me signs. God has been giving me signs to just cry, let it out. It's okay to cry. And you're probably like, what type of signs did God give me? God give you to say that you need to cry? But I'm going to show you a drawing that I drew a couple of days ago, actually. I want to say 3-4 days ago. I drew this and I'm not done with it because I don't know if I want to put marker or whatever. But this is what I drew 3-4 days ago, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, I wonder what else I need to put with this. I wonder what else I want to do with this. If I want to put hair or whatever, but uh, this is what I drew: a big eye with tears coming down it, and it just I didn't even realize until now that that's what God was telling me. Like, you need to cry. You need to let it out. It's okay to cry, and who cares if there's anybody watching or seeing you cry or hearing you cry, because we're all human and we cry. So I came on here to tell you it's okay to cry. And don't be ashamed to cry. Don't think that you're weak because you're crying, because we all do it. And it's crazy to me because I was thinking back on this time where I cried, and I mean, it was it was a stressful time for me. I was going through a lot. I was crying nonstop. Um, my grandma broke my heart. She's still alive, She's not dead, but she broke my heart. She was my rock, and she shattered that one day. She called me a bitch. And I know people were like, oh, what's wrong with that? But she never opened her mouth and called me a bitch, and she did. And that day, she called me a bitch and told me to lose her number, and it shattered me. I cried, like full-blown cried. And then there was a time where I was breaking down because of everything that was going on around me, to the point where I even wanted to myself. And it got to a point where I literally was walking in the snow, in some damn slippers, and the snow was getting in my slippers, and my feet were cold, and I was cold, and I was just walking and crying for hours to get to my crib. And then there was a time where I broke down so bad to where it was late at night. It was dark out. There was only a few cars on the road. And I walked and cried. And I walked. 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 And I was crying the whole time. Nobody passed me. Nobody seen me. No nothing. But I cried so much during that time of me walking away from my crib. Well, at the time, this was when I had came back to my mom's house from my apartment because of what went down there. And I cried so much that I walked so far that I was too drained to walk back. I didn't bring no money. I didn't bring no nothing. All I brought was myself and a key to get in the crib. And I sat at the bench, the bus bench. And it was late, like I said, and I didn't know if there was buses passing me by or not, but I sat there and I just cried. Like it's crazy thinking back on this, but I just cried, and I was releasing and I was crying, and this bus came to me and he opened the door, and I stood there at the door and I looked up at them, and it was a male bus driver, and the bus was packed. It was packed. I mean, full blown packed. And I was like, can I please have a courtesy ride? Because I didn't have no money. And I was just broken at the time. Okay? And he was like, yeah, come on, get on the bus. And like I said, the bus was packed. And I get on the bus, and I wasn't even looking at nobody, but I knew everybody was looking at me. Because this girl just got on the bus. She asked for a courtesy ride. She ain't got nothing on, no jacket, no nothing. It's cold outside. Because I didn't have no jacket. I left the house. I wasn't thinking. But it was cold outside. And all you see was tears coming down her face. And I sat there in the front. And I just looked down at my feet. But I felt the eyes on me. I felt the people trying to figure out, probably judging, trying to see what's going on with me, what happened to her. You know, of course, if you see somebody get on the bus late at night by themselves, a girl at that, crying, no jacket, no nothing, no money, no nothing, you would be concerned too. And I didn't care though. I didn't care that they were looking at me. I didn't care that I was being watched while I was at my worst, because I needed to cry. I needed to let it out. I was holding in so much that I broke. And I was like, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, I'm crying. I'm human. I'm broken right now. I am shattered. If only you motherfuckers knew what was going on with me. So, for those that are out there that are going through a lot, it is okay to cry. It is okay to release that energy. I've been trying to hold back my tears these past couple of weeks. And God is telling me, let it go. Don't hold back the tears that are trying to come out. Don't try to force them to stay in, because it's only causing pain upon yourself. It's only making you worse, because it's adding more stress to you. So let it go. Cry, scream, yell, do whatever you need to release that pain that is within you. And I know it's easier said than done, especially when you are someone that has always been told to be strong. Shut up. Why are you crying? Stop crying before I give you something to cry for. You're supposed to be strong. What are you crying for? You're not no pussy. You're not no weakling. You're not no wimp. Stop crying. Why are you crying? You know? And it reminds me of a time where I was so frustrated, and I was crying and yelling, and I was cussing, and I was outside with my pops because he did some foul shit, and my brother and my mom was there. And my brother was yelling at me, "Why are you crying? You're a pussy. Why are you crying? You shouldn't be crying. That's for the weak." And you know what I screamed at him? Because I'm human. I'm human. I'm going to fucking cry. I'm not a fucking robot. I can't just. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. I don't need to cry. I'm strong. I, I'm, I'm strong. There are no tears. What tears? You don't see tears. I'm not a fucking robot, so why the fuck would I act like I am not weak? I'm not a robot, so why wouldn't I act like I'm not weak? Because at this moment in time, I'm weak. I don't care. It's okay to be weak sometimes. Always being strong is tiresome. Always being the motherfucker that has their head on their fucking shoulders is tiresome. I'm stressed. I'm depressed. I'm fearful. I have anxiety. I am human. There's a lot of emotions and feelings that are going on inside of me. Why the fuck would I pretend like I'm not? Over here going through a fucking crisis. Yeah, sometimes cool. But all the time? To where I am holding that shit in and not letting it out? That's not okay. So, just cry. It's okay to cry. Don't hold it in, because it's only going to make things worse. It's okay to be human, my love. It's okay to not be a robot. Because none of us are a robot. We all have emotions and feelings. So release it if you need to. But that's about it, y'all. I'm going to eat some ice cream and relax and enjoy myself because I'm emotional. And it's okay to be emotional. And ice cream helps when I'm emotional. So that's what I'm going to go do and watch some anime and enjoy myself and shed a tear or two. But that's about it, y'all. Y'all have a good one, okay?